What's going on, y'all? I'm about to send this link out, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So give me 1 second. Me and the members making some money, though. We're about to hit another TP. All right, let me go ahead and send this link out. We are live. We are live. All right, bet. All right, cool. Let's get to it. All right, so me and the members, we are in EJ currently. We just hit TP5. So let me go ahead and let the members know. TP5 hit. I'm going to post a screenshot of my story of me in this trade. I called this last night. Also broke this down last night with the members. We wasn't drawdown all night. We just got into profit, as you can see, like within the past 15 minutes. So we just got into profit. But we're nice and blue right now. Oops, let's get rid of this. This was from the video I sent the members last night. All right, so I'm moving my stop losses. Gonna get rid of the enter off here. All right, cool. All right, y'all. Those just joined the stream. Me and the members entered EJ last night. We're looking for some more setups. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Me and the members are currently in this trade right now. I'm looking for some other setups. Yeah, so I'm going to be looking at EA, GA, EN, and GN also. Let's see what these indices are looking like. All right, so we got some retests going on. All right, so decent stop loss. All right, so new 15 just started. London just started. Those are just on the stream. Me and the members are currently in this trade. Move my SL in profit. We just hit TP5. We're going to be looking at NAS and SPX buys as well. And then we're going to be looking at Euro New Zealand and GBP New Zealand sells as well. So that's going to be the game plan right now. We do got some news popping off during New York and pre-New York. But yeah, so if NAS can hold this level, we're going to look for buy here. Or if it wants to retrace back below here, we can look for buy there as well. But yeah, we're going to be looking for buys. That's going to be the game plan right here. We're going to do this. I'm going to change this blue. All right, cool. So yeah, we got a nice little retest going on here. We got this wall of price, so I'm going to watch how it reacts to that wall of price. See if it can break that level. So we're going to keep it on that screen. We're about to look and see what these other pairs are doing. Excuse me, we're about to see what these other pairs are doing. So as you can see, price was extremely choppy yesterday. We had a choppy Tuesday and a choppy Wednesday for a lot of these pairs. And if you just go on the 15-minute time frame, this is literally You can see price literally just played in place for most of the day yesterday. And then, of course, this is last night Tokyo session. But this was London, New York. This is probably when that news event happened. But yeah, price just been chilling. But it's been respecting this level so far as resistance. And looking on the daily time frame, this is the per position for a lower low. I'd like to see maybe a little bit more of a retracement, possibly to like 62.70, if not 63 at like 40, 63.35. But if it continues to hold this level, we can look for some sales here as well. We're going to be looking for sales regardless. We are at this level of traffic here, so we're going to see if we can hold that. But that's what's going on right there. So we can see a retest going on. So we're going to see how it reacts to that level. Euro New Zealand's up too. Euro New Zealand hit the middle of the zone. So we're going to, I didn't enter this trade. This was a trade idea markup. Yeah, we're going to look for sales on EN as well. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. We're going to look for sales, but it is kind of due for retracement. I wouldn't be against the retracement. We're going to be looking for sales regardless. Me and the members are currently in EJ. We entered this last night. We just hit TP5. We're a few pips away from hitting TP6. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so it's holding that level nicely so far. I like what I see with NAS. So we're going to see what the next 5 minute looks like. But it's just hitting that level I was just talking about. Hey, what's going on, Ryan? I see you in here. And that's what the lives are for. That's what the lives are for. You're in the right place. How long you been trading for? So we went 1-1 yesterday. Again, it was a pretty choppy day. I mean, anyone that was looking on the chart, y'all could see there was only a few slight movements, but other than that, it was pretty rangy before the news and then after the news, especially the indices and gold. It did a few fake outs, gold included. All the indices, I don't know about, I'm not going to say all USD pairs, but the indices and gold, after the news, they did some fake outs and continued going the direction that was originally projected. So this was a news event, candle broke up here, pushed up a little bit, boom, fake out, came to the next level here. I told the member, I was like, if it can't hold this level, the next level will be down here for a buy. I personally didn't enter this, but I did have the strategy marked off. And again, if you would have entered here, you could have caught like 1,000, almost 2,000 pips from this entry here. Now we're kind of just ranging right here. But yeah, this is literally what happened yesterday. This was choppiness, retracement, news event, spike, retrace back down, bounce. So it was like only a few kind of moves you could have caught. The SPX, you could have caught a few moves on here, but it did the same thing, right? Choppiness, drop. We hit TP1 on NAS, hit the middle of the zone here. News event candle, spike, rejection, hit this level here, then pumps back up, and now we're chilling here. So we had a bunch of consolidation. Then when the news started, we had a pump, a fake out, then another pump, and then this was Tokyo session, and then here we are now. So wasn't really that many opportunities to take any moves. It was like if you were there, you were there, but if you missed it, you missed it. It was one of those days. And the same thing with the currency pairs. Like you just see the choppiness, right? You just see the choppiness. So it wasn't a lot of opportunities yesterday, but we're gonna see what happens today. So we're gonna be looking at. So we got a retest going on. We're still blue on this. So we're going to see if it can hold this next level that I just broke underneath. We're going to see what these other pairs are up to as well. All right, so we're going to see how it reacts to this level here. I know this probably looks a little bit messy, so I'm going to just delete some of these to make it look a little bit cleaner. But same thing like EA, we're going to be looking for sell still, but it is struggling slightly. If we zoom out, I'm going to do this. Oh, well, I got this level marked out too. All right, so this was from a one-on-one session. But anyways, so right here, we have this level of traffic that price is struggling to break through. But depending on how it reacts to the level above it, we can possibly see the downwards momentum continue, low and exit. Depending on how it reacts to 2 levels above it, we could possibly see the bullish momentum continue. Because remember, before this slight little pivot, these past couple weeks was nice and bullish for a while. And we've been catching these buys all the way up here until recently. And we also caught that nice sell when I'm thinking about GN. But yeah, we go here. Boom. You can see like literally all the long positions. We literally caught the entire uptrend up. Now my screen wants to act up. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. Yeah, so depending on how it reacts to this level here, if we can continue to treat it as resistance, we can still look for sales. But if it breaks this level, I'm going to wait to see how it reacts in this zone above here. But I really wouldn't look for buys unless you want to be really safe. 88.10. If it can break that level treated support, you can look for buys there. But if it breaks this level of resistance, I'd honestly just wait to see how it reacts to this level, just to be on the safer side. Because like I said, right here's kind of no man's land. Because depending on how it reacts here, we can either see a rejection and possibly the downtrend continue, or if it breaks this level, we can see the uptrend continues above this level or below this level down here. That's going to game plan. But as we can see right here, it's kind of doing what it did the past 2 days. It's rejecting the level in real time, as you can see. Then going to smaller time frame, you can literally see how it tapped this level and it's already rejecting to the downside. So literally just from touching this level, that thing dropped 10 pips, just like that. It literally touched this level and rejected. So that's why we trade off these levels. Kind of doing exactly what it did here, just not as aggressive as a drop. And this is a sell that me and the members caught earlier this week. So we could possibly catch a similar position right here, depending on what the next 15 does. So we're going to be waiting for the next 15, and the 5 minute just started. Let us see what these other pairs are up to. Yeah, a few of these pairs hit the middle of the zone. We see some retracements going on. EJ retesting this level. We're still blue on this entry, just retesting, just broke through this level here. So let's retest and see if we can treat it as resistance. Because we see last time, this was early, this was from yesterday. Last time price hit this level, rejected. Now we're breaking underneath it. And so far it's treating it as resistance, but we won't know for sure until we see the next 15. But we caught a nice drop on this. Like I said, me and members, we entered this last night. We was in drawdown literally all last night. We was flickering in and out a little bit, but it didn't really dump, as you see, until like about 30 minutes before we went live. So I already moved my stop losses into profit, so not really stressing no more. We're like 20 pips in profit right now. So even if it wicks up, I'm going to be getting wicked out in profit. So it's a risk-free trade. So if it continues to push down, we're just going to hit more TPs, and I got nothing to worry about. So we're just chilling right there. Let's go ahead and pull up GJ. So we see GJ is kind of trying to follow suit. GJ is really chilling at this level here. It's been chilling at this level literally all day. As we can see yesterday, it attempted to make a new high. Because those that have been here for at least the past week, I've been talking about, I called this move happening, but I was like projecting a higher high to be made. But as you can see, it tried a few times, did some retests, but struggled to make a new high and rejected that level. So because of that, and we also went for a buy on AJ yesterday. We went 1-1 yesterday. But because of that, and because of how the JPY pairs reacted yesterday, that's why we're looking at possibly a reversal and at least short-term sales. So that's why we went for sales on EJ. And also, if you look on the daily time frame, EJ looks a little bit cleaner for a possible downtrend reversal than GJ does. But again, it really just depends. We do have GBP news later today, but as you can see, this looks a lot cleaner for a possible downtrend move. So that's why we went for the sell on EJ. But we do have GBP news at 7, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Yeah, so we got GBP news at 7 a.m. EST my time. We got some policy reports, bank rates, the governor speaking. So we got 7 a.m. news, 7:30. We got another GBP news event, and then an hour later, we got some USD news. Then we got another news event, FOMC event at 10:15. And then later on, when market reopens, we got New Zealand news during Tokyo session. And then Friday's not that messy looking. We have a couple news events, but nothing too crazy. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on there. So we got about a minute until the next 15. We see price retesting this level. But let's see how it reacts there. Also looking at NAS and SPX. Did a nice retest here, but we want to see if it can hold this level. And if it can hold this level, we can possibly look for buys here. Got a nice strong wall of price, so we can break and hold this wall. That would be a nice sign too, because we just look to the left. We can see last time price hit this level, rejected, and then it failed to break past the same level. Then we just saw a retest right before London started, and now we're still chilling right here. So we can break above this level and hold on top of that. That gives an even bigger cushion to potentially continue to go to the upside. So that's what we're looking at right there. Decent 1 to 3 risk reward. Going to see what this next 15 looks like. So we're going to put this on the other screen. And then gold. We still got to do some retracements. We're not going to enter right there. Oh, it just did a whip. Let's see. Oh, it just did that. All right, so it literally just hit this level. Same exact level. You see how I tapped the line, is rejecting. New 15 just started. That thing jumped up a little harder than I wanted it to, though. I think jumped up 300 pips. So it's a little too far for my entry. But we want to see what this next 15 looks like. I'm going to be paying attention to those. I got those on my other screen. Those just joined the stream. We haven't entered anything yet. Members, we entered EJ last night. We just hit TP5. It's doing a retracement now because it just broke through a new key price level. And with these key price levels, it's either going to reject or break through. So right now we're going to see if it can hold this level as resistance. I do have my stop loss and profit. It hasn't hit it yet. So I'm going to see if it can continue to hit some more TPs, especially if it can hold this level. Because as we can see here, last time price hit this level yesterday, it rejected, treated as support. Then as you can see, rejected. I think we were ranging, playing around all last night. We saw this huge drop, break of structure. And now we see price potentially trying to treat this level as resistance to continue to push down to the downside. So that's what we're looking at right now. It was extremely choppy this week. We just went over the choppiness from yesterday. So we just joined. Just rewind a little bit. We just started like 15 minutes ago. You're not going to miss too much. All right, but make sure you hit that first link in the description. Join a free Telegram, free signal room. So you can see basically how we're doing this week, how we did last month, how we did last quarter. You can literally scroll up. Like last live yesterday, we went all the way up to this time last year. So it's over a year worth of trades you can check out. and see all losses are posted, all wins are posted. Every day is a recap of each trade taken in the advanced play signal room and the free signal room, what TP got hit, how many pips, all that good stuff. So we're currently up for the week, but it's definitely been a choppy and slow month, especially compared to April. But not every month's going to be the same. Yeah, so far it's trying to treat this as resistance. We're going to see if it can break back down to the downside. I'm at work right now. I've been trading 6 months now. I just need to watch more of your videos. Also, I need a better discipline at times. I'm learning not to be so greedy. Okay, that's good. I've been trading supply and demand. Okay. Now discipline. Yeah, discipline is, like I said, like the strategy is one thing, but it doesn't matter what strategy you use. If you don't have the discipline, the trading plan, and then the right mindset, that's the biggest part. But like with discipline, honestly, bro, like you just gotta sit down with yourself. This is what I did, at least. You just gotta sit down with yourself, write down your account size, write down your weekly goal, your daily goal, your monthly goal, and then once you have your goals written down, figure out how you're going to reach that goal. All right, and understand also the overtrading is a thing. So once you meet your goal for the day, what I used to do to really kick my discipline in would be, as soon as I hit my daily goal, I close all trades. I don't care. I close all trades and I get off the chart, because closing the trade ain't gonna help, because FOMO is a thing too. So as soon as I hit my daily goal, once that number is hit, I close all my trades, not close my computer, but close out the charts, and I don't look at them for the rest of the day. I don't care what's going on in the charts. I don't care if I missed out on 50 pips, 100 pips, 1,000 pips. I don't care. Once I meet my daily goal, I close all trades. I'm done. Once you can start doing that, or depending on what you're trading, what your account size is, you can move SL and profit, take partials, leave a runner, whatever the case may be. But definitely, you know what I'm saying, you just got to start closing the trade, because that's one thing I used to not do too. I used to get comfortable when I'd be blue. I wouldn't move my stop loss and profit. I wouldn't close the trade. I was like, okay, I'm deep in profit. I just left it running. And then, as you know, it just takes 3 seconds and price can change directions. So, I'll be chilling. And then I'll be like, oh, and then I'll be doing something. And then who knows, an hour might pass, 30 minutes. But then something will tell me, oh crap, go look at the charts. Pull out my phone. I'm either back red or I lost half my profits. So, and all that stuff adds up. Every dollar, every cent adds up. So that's one thing that I did to help me build the discipline. Also, it's like, again, you just gotta talk to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta chew yourself out sometimes. Like, bro, like you throwing away this money. We got a goal here. You know what I'm saying? How are we supposed to meet our goal if you just keep on, making the same mistakes? Because at some point, the biggest thing is like, most people know the mistakes they're making. It's just that they just don't stop making the same mistakes. That'd be the biggest thing. And that was my issue too. But once I stopped making those same mistakes, I was like, okay, I can't do this no more. Right? I can't do this no more. I need to stop doing this. I need to stop doing that. Then, I saw a lot of results from that. But yeah, price is just chilling right there. We'll have to see what these other pairs are doing. Price pushed up on that level. We're seeing what I'm doing. Yeah, and that's still retesting that level. GJ rejecting that level now. You see possible sales here too. Those just joined the stream. We only entered trade last night. As y'all know, Tokyo session strictly with the members. We went to EJ. We hit TP5 like literally right before the stream started. We was in drawdown on that trade literally all last night. We just started getting blue on that. We're doing a retracement / retest currently. We are blue. Looking at these other pairs. All right, so that's holding that level. So if we're going to hold this level, we can potentially look for another sell here like we did on, what day was this? Wednesday. My bad, yeah, I'm tripping. All right. Yeah, but we're going to look for a possible sell here. It's doing exactly what we was talking about before the new 15 started. So let me figure out what's a good stop loss. Let's be a decent stop loss. Yeah, so it's rejecting this level. So we're going to see how this candlestick closes. We had a couple minutes to the next 5 minute. It's looking nice though. So we're going to keep an eye on this one. Yeah, so we're going to keep an eye on this. We're going to go back to EJ as well. Yeah, so I got GA on my other screen looking at EJ. Literally saw how it was all the way up here. Literally a minute later. That's how quick price can move on you. So yeah, now we're back deep in profit. You overtrade. Yeah, trust me, I've been there. Like, you just got to limit yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, be like, all right, I'm only going to take 2 trades a day. I'm only going to take 3 trades a day. I'm only going to take 4 trades a day. You know, so you can get best out of 3, best out of 4, right? I'm not going to take any more than 3, 4, 2 trades, whatever the case may be. No matter if you lose all the trades, no matter if you win 1, lose 1, win 2, lose, you know, whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter. You stick to that because, again, if you're properly risking the same amount, if you're risking the same amount each trade and you trade the same amount each day and your win rate is higher, you have a higher win percentage, you're going to be profitable by the end of the week, especially the end of the month. All right, you got to think long term. Trading is long term. All right, so you can take some losses here and there, but the important thing is to make sure you're profitable by the end of the week. So that's another thing. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I be telling the members, like, I'm like, don't be afraid to get wicked out in profit. Don't be afraid to enter a trade. Don't be afraid to lose a trade, because as long as you follow your rules and you're not over leveraging, there's nothing to be scared about, because you know we win more than we lose. So even if you lose a trade here, just be like, okay, that's that small percentage, right? Because we look at how we did. Let me pull it up. Give me 1 second. All right, let me pull it up. Give me 1 second. My bad, y'all. Gotta do a lot of scrolling. Right, so this was last week. When 7 and 2 last week. So this has been here compared to last month, but it'd be like that sometimes. So this is last week. All right, so you see Monday we didn't take any trades. No, Monday we went break even. Tuesday didn't take any trades. Wednesday caught 90 pips. Thursday we caught 4,120. Then Friday we caught 98 pips, right? So we were 1-1, break even. Okay, starting off not too crazy. Tuesday, literally didn't see anything I liked, so I didn't take any trades on Tuesday. Then Wednesday, ball started rolling, 2-1 for that day, right? Ended up being 3-2 for the week. And then what was this? This was probably Thursday. Caught a nice SPX play. Now we're making some money now, right? 5-2 for the week. And then This is how we ended Friday. So we ended 7-2 for the week. So we started the week off rough, but we stick to our trading plan. We stick to the rules. We continue to look for the same exact setups. We consistently risk the same amount. We ended the week profitable, right? Now, again, this month's been really choppy. So we get 1401. Right, so if we combine last week and this week, we're taking about the same amount of trades that we took the last week April alone. So that's just how choppy and slow it's been. But that's just how it goes. Because if we go to the beginning of the month of April, right, go to the beginning of the month, I want to say, I was confused either this month or before. Let me see. Now we're going to start this off too rough. So we had a 1-1 that day. Yeah, well, I keep confusing. I might be thinking of a different month, but we went 80%. So this is a good example. We had an 80% win rate. And again, you click that first thing in the description, join a free Telegram stuff, right? You see how we did this week, last week. Right now we're on the 9th of April. But you can see we had an 80% win rate, right? So if and we average 80 to 90% win rates, right? So we scroll down to, give me 1 second. So this week was a 93% win rate. The week before that was 100% win rate. The week before that was 100%. Last week was a 70% win rate. The week before that was an 80% win rate. The week before that was a 94% win rate. The week before that was a 93% win rate. The week before that, 87% win rate. And the week before that, 80 or 90 something percent win rate. But okay, so you see that. So you have, this is why also I have the liberty of Telegram documenting everything, but everybody should be documenting every day how your trades went. Write down all your wins, losses, mistakes you made, news events, everything. You need to document everything. But I happen to be able to do that with the free Telegram, and then of course the chart analysis videos and trade breakdowns I drop for the members and the course members. But you need to write this down so you can see the bigger picture, so you can know how you're doing. Because you have a good week, that's awesome. But how'd you do that month? How are you going to do for the quarter? All right, that's going to lead to how you're going to do for the year. And if you can stay profitable for at least a couple quarters, you know what I'm saying, you can be straight. So you see here that we average between 80 and 90% win rate. So if you risk the same amount per trade and you know that you have an 80 to 90% win rate, that's going to give you more confidence to enter a trade. Also, you're not going to be scared to lose a trade because losses are part of the game. And another big thing is if you lose a trade, know why you lost the trade, why stop loss got hit. Just like when you win a trade, know why it's going your way. So every day in Advanced Play Signal Room, I drop the price watch list and I break down the trades we're currently in. So if all the members are watching the videos, I break down all the trades we're in, price levels to pay attention to. If we hit a stop loss, like on AJ yesterday, when we went live during the news, I broke down what happened there and what to look for, the next day or whatever. So you should always know why your trade went your way, why it didn't go your way. You should never be confused. But yeah, prices are still doing this choppy stuff. Nothing to do about that. Let me see what these other pairs are up to. Yeah, GA doing the same thing, which is why we wanted to wait for the next 15. Because as you can see, price is kind of doing what EJ's doing. It's reattempting, but it's rejecting right now. So it can turn red on us. But as you can see, it's pushing back up. So that's why we just want to wait to see what happens. But so far it is holding as resistance, as we can see here. So we might enter this possibly as well. We'll see. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. Yeah, I'm looking how GA is looking. I have yet to withdraw, but I'm not worrying about that right now. Just trying to stay true and disciplined. Yeah, and that's the thing. I was just talking about this yesterday. If you strictly worry about perfecting your strategy, perfecting your craft, making sure you're going for high probability setups, making sure you're putting the proper lot size. When you're in profit, make sure to secure profits, whether that's taking partials, leaving a runner, moving SL in profit, moving it to break even, whatever the case may be. The ultimate thing is when you're blue, the last thing you want to do is let that trade turn red, right? Now, if it's just 1 pip, 5 pips, that's different. But if you're 10 plus pips in profit, move that SL. Do not let that trade turn red. That's a big thing that I was seeing happen too, was a lot of good winners I was letting turn to losers. And then when I did lose a trade that was going to be a loser and I didn't secure profits or have any cushion from potential winners or some small wins, I'm going into the negatives. Whereas if I would secure profits, I'd have a little bit of cushion. So that's another thing to keep in mind as well. Let's start. Ready to become a member. I'm ready, bro. I need to start. Never had a mentor. Yeah, man. Like I said, but you're still gonna have to put in work. Though I'm not saying that assuming you're not. I'm just saying that because let me pull this stuff up for a second. Because literally all the tools are going to be there. It's just going to be dependent on how much time you can put in a day, and then what experience you might have already, and then the learning curve. Because everybody learns things at a different pace and stuff like that. So it depends on a few things, but literally all the tools are there. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So this is a sneak peek of it. Like you see, we hit TP5 here. This was the update midweek. Usually Wednesdays I do an update. I update my levels, do chart analysis, broke that stuff down. This was the DJ trade I called last night. We literally just, as you can see, didn't start getting the profit till earlier today. But every day I drop price watches. This was a recorded live from the New York live. So we go live about twice a week outside of London session. It's usually during New York. Sometimes it's Tokyo session, but it's usually been during New York lately, during the news events. But yeah, so you can see a little look inside. But every day I drop the New York price watch list, looking at trades we're currently in. So I break down the trades we took during London and Tokyo session, and then possible setups going to New York. I go over price levels, I break things down, and then literally you will have all the videos from when I started. So we go here, and there's literally content all the way from last year. As you can see, I'm scrolling all the way to around this time last year. The old recordings you can check out while I go over my strategy, I go over the charts, all that stuff, answer questions, all that. And here, then have a group chat. And if you go to the group chat, there's a group chat that teaches how to properly calculate your lot size. But let's not get sidetracked because I'm known for getting sidetracked. So give me 1 second. New 5 minutes just started. All right, so there's some moves happening right now. So this is what we're gonna do. It's got a small wall here, but we can break that wall. We can drop to the downside. So let me go ahead and post this disclaimer really quick. All All right, so this is your first time on the stream. Make sure that first link description, join the free Telegram, read the disclaimer I just posted. But we're about to jump into some things soon. Whoever messaged me on Telegram asking about my thoughts, come into the live chat, all right? And drop your comment in there. Because I got too many screens in my face. Yeah, but we're about to enter this right here. So SL for this, I'm looking at around 87.25, 87.30. You say 87.30. Let's say side. Yes, I'm gonna write a few of these up. Yeah, so Ben, I see your comment. I'm gonna mess right now. What's my thoughts on funded accounts? Okay, I see your message. I don't know if you're in the thing. I'm gonna answer that on live too. But give me 1 second. Yeah, so I'm posting the TPs for this. Posting the TPs, SL, my entry. Give me 1 second. Like I said, we went over this in the beginning. If you're gonna hold this level as resistance, we can see the downtrend continue. But if it breaks above, then we can possibly see a reversal. So the level above it is going to be my observations of them. So I'm basically going to be watching, see how price reacts to that level. I'm not going to really go for any trades unless it breaks above the daily level. Unless it breaks the daily level above or rejects and comes back below to the daily level we're currently at. So that's going to be the game plan there. And why are we looking for sales? And again, so the trade breakdown that was supposed to drop yesterday, the audio, I don't know what goes on because I use StreamYard to do these lives on YouTube. But for some reason, when I'm recording on StreamYard, some way between like when I'm recording and transferring over to like upload and edit, like the audio just gets jacked up. And I don't understand what that's about, but it keeps happening. So I got to figure that out. But yeah, so I'm going to reattempt the audio. I might try to record it on Zoom and see if that makes a difference. But I don't know what it is. Like, it'll sound good, but it's like when I'm in the middle of like transferring it over and trying to edit it, the audio just gets messed up. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, but I kind of want this I wanted this choppiness to end because I don't really like trading in choppy conditions, but it's never going to be smooth all the time. But I kind of want these choppy conditions hurry up and cease, to be honest. So we see EJ still hugging his 4-hour level, still in profit. My stop loss is at around like 147.15. So let me move this. So 147.15. So it's right below. So it's not at my increase in profit. That's what we're doing right there. Yeah, but we're going to see if we can break this level here. Because the thing with these levels of traffic, we can break through these, but we need volume to break through them. And it's just not been a lot of volume. There's been some moves, but like we went over in the beginning of the stream, it's been like quick moves. Like yesterday, it was like quick moves, then it bounced back, did reverse like this. This was a quick move, reversed back, then it got choppy, slowly dropped down, reversed back, bounced up. So like prices vary, just bouncing. And then before that, it was super rangy, super choppy. It was like this good move here on Monday. This was Tuesday. Bounce, bounce, range, range. Rejected, bounce, choppiness. And then this was yesterday during the news. Bounce, bounce, choppiness, reverse. And now right here. So this is literally all prices done this week. It's literally just been ranging. It has not done much. Has not done much. That's with a lot of pairs. So, you know, when prices like that, we can't really do, we just gotta, because again, we only make money if price goes up or down. And for the majority of this week, price has been going sideways, sideways. Broke out, sideways. Quick breakout, bounce, choppiness, bounce. You see what I'm saying? So there's only been a few opportunities for a lot of these pairs to catch moves. So it's like if you missed the move, you missed it. It's been one of those weeks. But yeah, we're going to be in this trade right here. We're going to see how this trade do. We got this wall of price that's struggling to break. But like I said, as of now, we're still going to be looking for sells. Why? Because we don't have any new highs being made. We were seeing consistent lows being made, but we also been respecting this level here. So that's why I'm saying this box is very important. So if it continues to respect this level, we can still look for sells here. But if it breaks out of this level, which has been resistance all week, because this was the Monday candle, this was Tuesday, this was yesterday, this is today. So it broke through on Monday, and it's been respecting this level as a resistance all week. It's currently doing this so now. So, but also you see here, the bottom of the zone, it's been respecting as a support level. So it's going to break out of this level either way. It's going to either break to the top side or it's continue the bearish momentum, which we see here, and we can see a new low be made. But if it breaks above this level, depending on what it does in this zone, especially if it breaks above here, we could possibly see the bullish momentum continue. But if it can hold this level and continue to reject it and break the strong support level that we see here, then we could possibly see the bearish momentum continue. Because right now we're in a lot of levels of traffic. All right, the members know what levels of traffic are. I might have went over it on the live either earlier this week or last week. I might make a video on that when I do my updated candlestick video. Because that's the next video on the list after I figure out the audio and upload the trade breakdown today. The next video is going to be an updated how to read candlesticks video. But that's what's going on right there. One second. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. The 15 just started. Yeah, but it's like that was the only pair that got a decent entry. I'm looking at NAS too, but everything else either in no man's land or it's got to retrace. Yeah, it's been a funky month so far. Like we're still up, but it's like again we just went over like we compared last month to this month, daily and weekly. We've been taking a lot more trades. Even the first week of April, we still took a lot of trades compared to the first week of May last week. But you know, that's the thing with trading. We're opportunists. You know, we got to be there for the opportunities. And then literally this week, it's just been super rangy. Nothing we can do about that. And this is another reason why it's good to have your trade history written down. So if you're ever confused, like, man, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Like, why is it so choppy, this and that? You can look at how the week, this month's been, last month's been. So you see, we took, what was this, the 8th? We took 3 trades. This was a trade from Friday. So we only took 9 trades the first week of May. Now we compare that to the first week of April, we took 15 trades, right? And then this week, we've only taken 6 trades. And if we look at, hold on, let's go to the second week of April. Let me pull up my calendar. Make sure I get the days right. Second week of April. Today's Wednesday, 12th. Okay, so we ended up taking only 2 trades the second week of April on Wednesday as well. Okay. What about, let's go to the 11th. New trades we took. Okay. So the first week's different, but the second week is kind of looking similar so far. Let's see how we did that Thursday. The Thursday, we only took 3 trades. Okay, so the second week so far is kind of matching up with the second week of April. But you can see we caught some nice moves, but it's just choppy. Nothing we can do about choppiness. So we got the new 15 is retesting that level. Let's see what these other pairs are up to. I'm gonna catch up to the comments in a second. Yeah, this hit the middle of the zone, doing a retest. So now we're just waiting for it to hit the next daily level or come back down here. So we just gotta wait a little bit for that. But yeah, that's pretty much what's going on right now. We got some retracements going on, and then other pairs are just in no man's land at the time being. So nothing we can do about that. Let me pull up. Euro New Zealand's probably doing. Euro New Zealand hit the middle of the zones, retracing up as well. So we're either going to wait for it to hit this daily level or break back below. Euro AUD broke above this level. So yeah, that's what's going on with all these pairs. So those that watch any of my lives, you already know we just trade off key price levels. When those levels aren't met or hit, we just wait for those levels to get hit. So it's about to wick me out in profit. So I just got wicked out of EJ. So only in GA right now. I just got wicked out. So I'm gonna look for another re-entry. So price can break back below like 147 and hold that level as resistance. I'm gonna look for another entry on that. Or if price comes back to around 147.60. So that's gonna be the game plan there. Let's see what's going down. All right, y'all, give me 1 second. Yeah, so 1-0 for the day so far. So 6-1 for the week. In GA right now. Slight drawdown. I'm going to see what it does. So again, we're still catching small wins. We're just not catching the big wins like we were doing like last week. But we caught a big win. We caught a couple big wins, I think on Monday and Tuesday. But it's just been real choppy and slow yesterday and today. But nothing we can do about that. We don't control the markets. 13, 3, SL, 13. There's nothing we can do about that. All right, Ben, I see your message on here, so I'm going to answer it on live, and I'll respond to your message after the live. But Ben, just hit me up on Telegram. Shout out to you asking what I think about funded accounts. I personally have funded accounts, and I have nothing bad to say about them. But I wouldn't recommend it to everybody because again, you don't need to just get. I wouldn't get a funded account unless you've been profitable consistently for a month to a quarter minimum. Because if you haven't, you have a higher chance of just giving money to the prop firm. All right, but the goal of getting a funded account is to get funded, not to pay them free money, right? So if you're not consistently profitable for at least a month to a quarter, get to that first. Definitely practice on a demo. Know what size funded account you're going to get. Because again, you just got to plan stuff. Like, that's coming from me because I used to wing things a lot. I used to be like, just go with the flow, wing things. I'm really quick on my feet. But like, there's certain things in life and trading it also that you have to sit down and come with a game plan because winging it ain't going to do it. So if you don't have a game plan, do not get a funded account. You're just going to waste your money. But they are definitely a quick way to get your hands on capital and make good money. Because once you pass, you just have to be profitable and consistent for that first month. And then after that first month, it's like a paycheck. You get paid every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a good way, especially for people that don't have a lot of capital put into their accounts. You can get your hands on a good amount of capital and make some good money bi-weekly. So, and then you can use that money to put into your personal accounts. And now you have, and then also once you pass that first month, you get a refund. So now you got a free 5-figure, 6-figure trading account. You know what I'm saying? So it's a win-win, honestly. You get a free 5 to 6-figure trading account, and they literally pay you to trade on demo accounts. And then you can use that money to put into your personal accounts, reinvest, have multiple accounts, taking the same trades. Or when you get that refund, you can use that refund to go right back and buy the same funded challenge that you just passed and get a second one for the price of one. But then when you pass that one, you get that refund back. So then you just get 2 accounts for free and you just rinse and repeat, Pass one. After that first month, get your refund, use that refund money to buy another account. Pass that one. After that month, use that refund money to buy you another account. And now you just got a bunch of free accounts. You know what I'm saying? It's got a bunch of free accounts. That's how I look at it. I'm doing good, Fitmon. How you doing? Yeah, so you got to have receipts. You got to, especially when you try to teach someone. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be talking about stuff and not at least show somebody like why they should listen to you. You know? Can we go short on US30? I wouldn't recommend that. I could pull up US30 and say why I say that. I mean, first, you know, you don't have to type this in chat, but it's like, what do you see? All right. Do you see anything showing you to go short? Even if we're on the 15-minute time frame, is anything showing us to go short? I know I have this trade thing here, so that doesn't really help my case. But let's go on a bigger time frame so I can see what we're looking at. So US30 is honestly disgusting looking, so I wouldn't even touch US30 right now. But that's just me. But if I was going to trade US30, these would be the price levels I'd pay attention to. So I'd pay attention to the price levels currently taking a nap on, which is around 33,560, 33,570 price range. So I'd pay attention to that price level. If I would look for buys, I'd feel safe to look for buys if the price can break above 33,870, 33,880. Another key price level to pay attention to is 33,440, 33,450 price range, excuse me. And then the daily level below that, 33,320. So that's what I pay attention to. But if you like US30, if you didn't know, I'm about to tell you something. This is a trio. And what I mean by a trio, US30 NAS100, and SPX. 90% of the time move the same. Now, does that mean, oh, if one move's going up, I should go for a buy on all moves? No. You still got to do a proper chart analysis. You should never just blindly enter a trade. But as we can see, NAS looks a lot cleaner, so I'd rather look at NAS than look at US30. And also, I'm going to show you this really quick. We're on the 15-minute time frame. Just pay attention to what you see on the screen. Now I'm about to go to US30. This is just a little bit more erratic, but everything else looks very similar to US30, but it's just more volume, which is good because we want volume, right? Well, this is US30, my bad, compared to NAS100, which is fine though, right? But let's go back to NAS. Doesn't look picture perfect, but everything else looks pretty much the same, right? Then we look at SPX. And we did this example earlier this week, and it looked a lot cleaner earlier this week, but it is what it is. Now we're on SPX. Am I tripping, or y'all see the same thing? Or am I tripping? Let me know if I'm tripping. But if y'all see the same thing, let me know. But yeah, so if you didn't know, that's the trio. So if one pair is looking disgusting, just go to one of the other pairs because there's a 90% chance they're moving the same. But as you can see, if we go on the daily time frame, you can see the differences, right? NAS is the cleanest looking one out of the bunch. Then SPX comes in the close second, and the US30 is just disgusting. I don't want to mess with that. It's kind of forming a level of traffic right now. So I'd rather wait for it to break out of this choppiness because we're not even really in a trend right now. We're just stuck in this level of traffic. We're just ranging right now. Where if we look at NAS100, we can see uptrend, kind of choppy, but we can still see bullish momentum, new highs being made, etc., etc. So I personally wouldn't even mess with US30. I wouldn't go short or long on US30. And it's probably going to also do that until the news comes out later today, because we do have news at 8:30. So also keep that in mind as well. But speaking of things to keep in mind, y'all should pull out y'all's phones. Y'all should be nice and blue. We just went through TP1 on GA. We actually surpassed TP1. So go ahead and hit that like button. 86.56. We just hit, what TP is that? We barely missed TP3. We hit TP2. We're a pip away from TP3. So go ahead and hit that like button, y'all. We broke this down live, explained why we went for the trade, and now we're nice and blue. And we're like a pip away from TP3. Wait, hold on. 86. Okay. There we go. So now we're at this level of traffic. So now we're going to see if we can stay underneath this level of traffic and continue to the downside. That's what we're going to see. We're going to try to see if we can stay underneath this level of traffic and continue to the downside. All right, but y'all should be nice and blue. All right, and if we look at the disclaimer, okay, make sure to read the disclaimer. I know on your phone it might look like a big paragraph, but it's literally just 11 sentences. It's going to break down how the TPs work, how you should go about trading in general, and how I go about trading. But y'all should be nice and blue right now. And then you see here, you saw me mark this level off, and you saw how it's reacting to this level. You see how it's reacting to this level in real time. I just put a line on the screen, and you see price touching this line and how it's reacting to this line. All right, which is why we trade off of these levels. All right. So we're 2-0 for the day so far. And again, even with choppy conditions, if you continue to stick to the same rules, you know, you'll see similar, if not the same, results. So that's what's going on there. Yeah, but like the disclaimer says, when TP gets hit, it will reject or break through. We see it hit that TP is rejecting that level, but we want to see if it can attempt to break through it. All right, but we went over this when we first entered the trade. This is that level of traffic. All right, when we see levels of traffic get hit, what do we see? What happens when levels of traffic gets hit? We see rejections or price try to break through. Right. Let's look at this level of traffic, for example. The same level of traffic. Price came down, rejected it, then broke through. Right. And then the exact opposite happened on the way up. Price hit this level, rejected, broke through, bam. Same thing happened here. Same level of traffic. Price tried to push through, had to do a retest, then broke through. And that's what price is doing right now. It's just ranging and reacting to this level of traffic. So that's why we kind of want to get out of this box. But even if we escape this box, we got level traffic here, we got a level traffic above it. But coincidentally, not really a coincidence, we do have GBP news popping off later today. So with that news, we can see volume do what it did yesterday, help break through these levels of traffic. So that's pretty much what's going on there. So if y'all didn't get wicked out, hold to S sells and profit. Hold it till SL gets hit or TP gets hit. All right. So I didn't get wicked out or move your SL. It's retesting this resistance level. So hold till SL gets hit or TP gets hit. That's pretty much what's going on right there. Whole lot of ranging. So let's go back to EJ and see what's going on. EJ, same thing. Whoops. Why does my screen keep freezing like that? All right, man. Just a lot of. What the heck? I don't know what's going on my screen. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. Okay, well, that was just green. It looks like it's about to reattempt to try to break through that level. So we're going to hold and break it below that level. I might re-enter. But that's pretty much what's going on right there. See what these other pairs are looking like. That's still pushing up. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on there. Everything else is just ranging or needs to retrace. Let's see. Whoops. GBPJPY. Yeah, that's holding that level as resistance also. My bad, I was reading something. Let me catch up to these comments. What's going on, gaming? I see you in here. All right, cool. I caught to the. All right, like I said, the video is dropping. Those are just on the stream. I did record it yesterday, but for some reason, when it's getting transferred off of StreamYard, the audio goes south. And I use StreamYard to go live right now. So it doesn't really make sense because, when I rewatch the lives, I sound clear. So it's like, why when I'm transferring it off? So it's like somewhere when I'm getting it, the video pulled off and downloading it from StreamYard to my computer, the audio gets messed up somehow. And again, like, it happens a lot. I'll be trying to edit through it or fix it up, but again, I don't want to like put out something that's bad or that it's not to my satisfaction. So it's like I'm just going to try to figure out what to do. So I might try to record it on Zoom. I might try to use a different recording software. Or there's a few things I might try out. So I'm going to try out a few things. There's a few options I might try out that could work. But that's why I didn't drop the video yesterday, because the audio keeps acting up. And I don't know why. So I'm going to have to look into that. But I am dropping the trade breakdown today, one way or another. And then the next video I'm going to drop is going to be an updated candlestick video. All right. Let's see what we're looking at. Had another chart marked off. Oh, my bad, members. That's what I was supposed to do. I'm leaving y'all out to dry. I got y'all. Let me mark that up really quick. So give me 1 second, y'all. I'm typing some stuff up for the members. So if I'm quiet, that's because I cannot talk and type. It's not going to turn out too well. I'm gonna start. See, I was about to mess up already. So just give me 1 second. All right, cool. Give me 1 second. All right, there we go. Let's just join the stream. We only entered 1 trade on the live. Well, me and the members entered 2. Then we took an EJ trade last night. We hit TP4 or 5 on that. It didn't hit the stop loss. I did get booked out. I'm looking for another re-entry. But as far as all TPs hasn't gotten hit, I just moved it in profit just to be on the safe side, because as we saw with GA, price is extremely rangy and choppy right now. So I like to secure my profits and look for re-entries when I think we hit a price level where we can see a rejection. Give me 1 second. Go. So we did hit TP1 hit, TP1 hit. Yeah, my bad, members. I forgot. I thought I typed the TPs in, but I just did that for y'all. All right, so we got about 5 minutes to the next 15. We are in the 4 o'clock hour. So we're about to look at these charts really quick and see if we're seeing some volume pick up on these charts. We got GBP news before New York, and then we got USD news during New York. We got 2 GBP events. We got 2 or 3 USD events. We're going to go over those in just a second. I'm just going over these pairs really quick to see if anything's really changed. GA is retesting that resistance level. GN still got some retracing to do. Boom, boom. DJ is retesting this resistance level. Let's see what else going on. So I think I might just be chilling in these trades right here, because all the other pairs like we went over, they still got some work to do. Because again, we only trade off these key price levels. Why? We just went over it earlier because we see multiple times multiple times this week, multiple times throughout different months, multiple times throughout the year. Price react to these levels. Let me zoom out so you guys see what I'm talking about. We're going to hour time frame. We see how consistently price will react to these levels, treat these levels as support resistance levels, have harsh rejections, harsh bounces, which is why we trade off of these levels, right? So let me highlight these for you. So we see here, one, price struggled to break through this level. We see all these wicks showing that it's treating as support. Then later on, we see price not once, twice, but thrice react off the similar, exactly the same, off the same price level. And this was all the way April 12th of last month. And then we go to this month, we see the same thing happen towards the end of April, right? And then we see a similar thing happen here. And then if we look at this level, we see our price is consistently getting treated as resistance level. Then when it broke above, we see price treating as support, right? Then when price broke below, we see these wicks treating as resistance. Then we see the same thing happening here, price treating as resistance, right? Then we look at this level, same thing, treating as resistance, broke above it, I was getting treated as support. Then it broke below, did the retest, treating as resistance, came back above here. You see how it's reacting to this level here. Then we go here, you see price doing the same exact thing, which is why we trade off of those levels. All right. Yeah, we see a lot of ranging, a lot of choppiness right now. So we're going to be just holding the trades we're currently in. We might go live today. I got to look at my schedule. I'll let y'all know before New York if we go live. And by we, I mean the members. I have to look at my schedule. We might go live today. If we don't go live today, it's going to be either tonight or tomorrow. All right, I just got to look at my schedule. All right, but we do got news. We got 7 o'clock EST and 7:30 GBP news. Then an hour after that, we got USD news, all high impact events. Then we got FOMC at 10:15. So we might see price dead literally until New York or pre-New York. But yeah, the main reason is where price is currently at, especially if we look on the bigger time frames. We're stuck in between spots where we can possibly see a reversal or trend continuation, and then we're also stuck in these huge choppy levels of traffic. So I said this yesterday with the news, but if y'all joined late, we went over how the news affected the markets yesterday. And then members, y'all joined late, the video I dropped yesterday, I went over that as well. But literally, I wanted the news to help break us out of these levels, but that didn't happen. It just bounced, and then it just got choppy again. So, nothing we can do about that. So we want to see the choppiness kind of get broken out of today, because we can't really trade that well when price is choppy like that. This price only does one of two things. It goes up or down. So if price is in a sideways market or super choppy, we can't really make that much money. And then when it's choppy like that, it's going to break out, but you don't know exactly which way it's going to break out, or the breakout can be more violent than it needs to be when there's not enough volume in place. That's my bad. I'm over looking at other charts. But that's pretty much what's going on right there. Let's go ahead and pull up. I'll catch up to these comments in a second. Yeah, so gold's retesting this level. It's retested it a few times. But now you see it's kind of just taking a nap right here. Still technically bullish, but it's definitely, again, not wanting it to be easy to break these all-time highs. It's definitely not making it easy on this. So we just got to wait and see what price does later on pre-New York and New York session with most of these pairs. All right, y'all, but if y'all want to contact me directly, you can hit me up on Instagram. Y'all see it on it should be on the bottom of your screen. Let me double check. It's on the bottom of your screen right here at Playmaker_way. Make sure to follow me on TikTok as well at PlaymakerWay. I post on both pages daily. Some stuff I can't post on TikTok, so I post that stuff on Instagram. So you want to see screenshots of the end trades, student receipts, student results. I haven't updated those in a while, so the student receipts and results are pretty old from last year. But if you go into the free Telegram, you can see some more up-to-date student results. But I might update that highlight probably this weekend or something. But I'm going to post the screenshots of the EJ trade that I was in on my story once I get off this live. And any other trades we take, I'm going to post the screenshots in there. But I post daily the screenshots on my story. And I also post daily on both Instagram and TikTok. So if you want to contact me directly, whether you just have a question, it can be about the advanced play signal room, the course, the one-on-one sessions, or it can just be about trading in general, or if you just want to say what's up. I respond to all messages. Or I have certain times during the day where I literally go through emails and messages. So if I don't see it, I will see it, and I will respond to it within the day for sure. Second. And then if you're interested in trading outside of London, it's New York, join the advanced play soon. All right. And if you're interested in identifying these levels, learning how to mark up the charts and reading the charts the way I do, advanced play signal room and or one-on-one session. All right. The one-on-one session, you get the best of both worlds because you get the advanced play signal room with the one-on-one session as well as 2 sessions a week with me that are hour long, that are recorded and sent to you same day. So it's honestly up to you. If you again, like I went over in the beginning of the stream, I showed you all the resources and basically what goes down in advanced play signal room. But if you guys think that, you want that one-on-one undivided attention, or, you just feel like you can learn better that way, that's also an option. We do trade Tokyo session, which we did with the EJ play earlier. And then also, if you want to get notified all the trades I enter, that's what Events Play Signal Room is for as well. Because the free Telegram only gets, on average, maybe half the trades. And Events Play Signal Room is always going to get the bigger setups. We're currently nice in profit on another trade right now. So I'm going to post the screenshots of this trade as well once I get off. But let me just catch up to these comments here. But yeah, let me go on to 15 so y'all can see what's going on. But yeah, the price is just chilling right here. Did that little bounce, and then you see it retracing back. So it's kind of just ranging. So honestly, I'm going to leave it alone. And I'm going to wait to see how it reacts to 2005, 2006 if it breaks this level. If it can hold above 2020, you could possibly see buys to around 2040 like we saw earlier this week. But if it rejects to the downside, the next price level I'd pay attention to is 2006. And if it breaks below like 2006, 2004, it starts treating that level as a resistance. Excuse me, if it starts treating that level as a resistance, you can possibly start looking for sells like it was catching down here. But anything above that, as you can see by these bounces, you can still possibly look for some buys. All right. So that's what's going on there. I think we have news later on during New York, especially FOMC event. And usually with FOMC event news, price is literally dead until that news event goes off. I remember one day it was like an FOMC event at 2 o'clock and another day at 4 o'clock. And that's EST. So 2 o'clock, that's 3 hours before market closes, and 4 o'clock, so 1 hour before market closes. Price was literally dead and choppy until FOMC started. So we might see that happen today as well. But, it's just one of those months. Nothing we can do about that. Yeah, no problem. No problem. No problem. And yeah, members, in a couple hours, I'm going to drop the New York price watch list. Like I said, I got to check on my schedule. But we are going to go live, if not during New York, Tokyo Tech tomorrow. All right. But if y'all missed the live yesterday, it is recorded and posted in the channel. So make sure to check that out because we broke down a lot of stuff in there as well. All right. I'm going to be back at it tomorrow. Same time, London session, 3 a.m. EST. We out.